A very good morning, children, and welcome for your literature class. So today, I want to explain the lesson, Farida Plans a Feast. This is the second chapter and it is on page 23. Alright, if you have the books, you can see the book and point with your finger as well. Okay, so here, first of all, let us read the story of a little girl and her special feast for her friends. The little girl's name was Farida. And who were her friends? And what was she giving her friends? A feast. Do you know the meaning of feast, children? Here, F-E-A-S-T, feast. Feast is a special meal for many. Supposing if you want to give someone, if you want to call someone at home for lunch or dinner, that is called a feast. So here Farida also wanted to give her friends a special feast. Alright, so she wanted to feed her friends. Now who were her friends? So we will come to know when we read the story. Alright, let's read the story. Now Farida goes for a walk every evening. She takes an empty tiffin box and a big water bottle. Now every evening Farida used to go for a walk. And while going for a walk, she used to take an empty tiffin box. You know what a tiffin box is? A big tiffin box she used to take, which was empty, nothing in it. And a big water bottle. Now, why did she take that? Let's read. First stop, her kitchen. First stop, that means at first, was her kitchen. So, can I have some uncooked rice, please? She went to the kitchen and asked, can I have some uncooked rice, please? Now, whom did she ask this? She asked her parents, her father and mother. She wanted some uncooked rice. Now, what was uncooked rice? Now, what is uncooked rice? Uncooked means not cooked. You know, children, you have seen uncooked rice and you have seen cooked rice also, isn't it? But this little girl, Farida, asked for some uncooked rice. Then 2 skips to the vegetable cart. That means 2 skips away from her kitchen was the vegetable cart, that is the vegetable vendor. A person who sells vegetables, or we can also call her a greengrocer, isn't it? So, now what did she ask there? How many squashed tomatoes can I take today? She asked the vegetable vendor that how many squashed tomatoes could she take? That means squashed here means squashed. Look here, S-Q-U-A-S-H-E-D, squashed. Squashed means pressed till something is flat. Flat. Okay? Pressed till something is flat. So squashed tomatoes means the tomatoes which are squashed. So do we use squashed tomatoes? We don't. When we go to a vegetable vendor or greengrocer, we look for fresh and round tomatoes. But here, she asked for squashed tomatoes because the greengrocer does not sell squashed tomatoes and it's a waste. But this little girl asked for squashed tomatoes. Now, why did she ask for squashed tomatoes? So, the greengrocer gives the little girl, that is Farida, squashed tomatoes. Okay? Then 3 hops to the tea stall. From the vegetable cart, 3 hops away is the tea stall. is a person who sells tea. Tea stall is a place where tea is sold. So she goes there. Farida goes there and asks for broken biscuits. Any broken biscuits? That means she wants some broken biscuits. So the tea stall, the owner of the tea stall, cannot sell the broken biscuits because no one likes broken biscuits. So it is a waste. So those broken biscuits is given to Farida. Farida takes those broken biscuits. She puts it in her tiffin box. Okay. Then just 4 jumps to the beach. From the tea stall, 4 jumps away was the beach. So she was nicely jumping, skipping and walking. Farida was just enjoying herself and she was collecting the things from one place and again she hopped to the other place. That way she was collecting the things in her tiffin box. So 4 jumps to the beach was the fishmonger, that is the person who sells fish. So she asks the fishmonger, I hope you kept the smelliest fish for me. Smelliest means fish that smells. Okay, that's rotten fish. Smelliest fish means rotten fish. And no one takes rotten fish, isn't it? No one likes rotten fish. Supposing if you keep meat or something at home and if it starts stinking, then what will you do? You will throw it or give it to the dog, isn't it? In the same way, she used to collect the smelliest fish because that was a waste for the fishmonger because he cannot sell the fish that is smelly and people will not take fish that is smelly. So in this way, she was collecting the things from one shop to the other. Then 5 leaves to the potter's shop. 5 leaves, that means 5 steps away. Leaves means steps. 5 leaves to the potter's shop. Then, did you save me the chipped bowls? Then Farida goes to this person. Who is this person? He is a person who makes pots out of clay. And she asks the potter, did you save me the chipped bowls? Chipped. Now what is chipped? Chipped means pots and bowls from which small pieces have come out. Okay? Supposing if you have a clay cup and supposing if you bang somewhere, then small chips come out. That is called chipped. So she collected chipped bowls from the potter's shop. In this way, from one place to the other, she was jumping and walking. The next was the uncooked rice, squashed tomatoes, broken biscuits, smelly fish, chipped bowls. Now, how many things did she collect? Uncooked rice, squashed tomatoes, broken biscuits, smelly fish, and chipped bowls. She collected 5 things. Now, what was this for? What were these things for? Why did she collect these things? Now, what is Farida planning? Farida was planning something. So, what was that? Okay, then next. Meow, meow, a meal for the cats. Meow, meow, a meal for the cats. Now, what was that? What was that? In the picture on page 25, you can see that the cats eating fish. Cats eating fish. So the smelliest fish was for the cats. Okay, now next, woof, woof, snacks for the dogs. Now, what was that? Snacks for the dogs. What was that actually? The broken biscuits which she had collected from the tea store. Okay, now next, caw, caw, treats for the crows. Now, what was this treat that was given to the crows? It was the squashed tomatoes. They were the squashed tomatoes that she had collected from the vegetable vendor, greengrocer. Okay? So the squashed tomatoes were for the crows. Cheep cheep, dinner for the sparrows. Cheep cheep is the sound made by the sparrows. So what was the dinner given to the sparrows? What was that? The uncooked rice that she had taken from her kitchen. Now, after giving all these, there is nothing left in the tiffin box until tomorrow. That means, while coming back, she gave her friends everything, whatever she had collected. She gave the cats smelly fish. She gave the dogs broken biscuits. She gave the crows squashed tomatoes and uncooked rice to the sparrows. And what did she use the clay pot for? Just think, the chipped clay pot for. She gave the water which she was carrying in the water bottle. She gave water to the crows, sparrows, dogs, cats. In this way, they had a good meal. Farida, so where are Farida's friends now? Farida's friends were these animals which she met on the way. The cats, the dogs, the crows, the sparrows were her friends. And every day she used to go for a walk in the evening, and while coming back she used to feed the crows, sparrows, dogs and cats. In this way, every day she used to feed them. So this was the meal, the feast that she had planned for. Farida plans a feast, means this meal which she was giving to her friends, and her friends were the animals that she had met on the way. Okay, so hope you have understood, children, and I will be giving you questions and the words from WhatsApp. I will be sending through WhatsApp. You can do, and you can learn the spellings too. Bye-bye, children, and meet you in the next class.